Welcome to a brand new episode of Tell Me Something Good. I'm your host, Jelly.
And I'm your host, Jackie. And this is a podcast where we talk about self-development, experiences, and lessons that we learn along the way.
And today we have a very special guest.
We have Andi, the baddie, the baddest.
With the baddest.
We're so excited to have you because I thought we'd talk about it for a while. So
Yes, we've been talking about this for a long time, and finally we were able to make it work. And we're so excited for those of you who don't know her, to get to know her, and those of you who do know her, to get to know her a little bit more. We start off our episodes with you telling us something good. So tell us something good.
Something good is that I recently moved in with my boyfriend. We got our own place.
Woo!
I'm
Congratulations.
so excited. It's been really crazy, too crazy. You don't really realize how much it takes to like move out until you're actually doing it and packing everything, and especially with the time frame that in which it happened, because my grandma recently passed away. So like I haven't even really been over there as much.
Yeah.
I've been trying to help my mom with things, but it's been so nice to get home and like just kind of unwind to something that's like mine and just have my own space, especially for my child, because she's been so excited to have her own room and have her own place. And it was just like a long thing that was just like in the making, and I'm so happy like it actually happened, and it's been worth all the struggle I've been going through recently. So yeah, that's very good that's been happening to me. So
That's exciting.
That is so exciting. And you have you get to wake up knowing it's yours. You're just like,
the decorating.
yes.
Like,
Oh my
fun.
God. I cannot wait. My sisters, like all my family came together to help me out, and everything was like pretty much given to me. So I already have like furniture. I already have like beds. Like my aunts gave me plates. So like it's been such like a really beautiful experience all around, because I've had so much help, and it's like you don't realize how blessed you are.
Yes.
And it's been so crazy. Like it's been truly like, wow, like my family is the best thing ever, And at one point, I feel like I really lost the sight of like seeing how important my family was. And now that like I'm here in this space, like mentally better, and it's like I see this value, and like I'm like, wow, this is what life is about.
Aww.
This is what really truly counts. This is better than anything money could buy. Like having this support, having this family is honestly the best. So thanks, shout out to them for helping me.
shout out to your family. And I've been very lucky and blessed to have to know all your family, and she really does have the best family.
So and we're a big family, like, and honestly, we roll deep. When we pull up, everyone really comes together, and I love it. And even especially like right now, since my grandmother passed away, like it's been kind of like everyone's coming together. Everyone's like trying to pitch in. Everyone's like being there for everybody. So it's been beautiful. So
It reminds you of what life really is about. It's not about anything other than just loving each other. That really is what life is about, I think.
At the end of the day, that's what people are left with when you leave, and that's what you leave behind. And especially during this time, as hard it might feel to have lost my grandmother, she left so much amazing things behind. The resilience, the funniness, the love.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And honestly, that's what really brings me so much peace. And because she was so close to God, and she really prayed for her time. She was like, God, I'm ready. Whenever you're ready to take me, And I feel like that brings me so much peace, because she herself was ready. And regardless of her maybe struggling with her sciatic nerve, she was always so funny, so caring, so like always, cracking jokes. And I definitely will miss getting to my mom's salon and her being video chatting with my grandmother and being able to see her and say hi to her. But she's definitely in a better place, and the fact that she's at peace brings me so much peace.
And right now she's looking at y'all come together, and she's like, that's my family right there.
God, it's so crazy, because like she was actually supposed to be here, and like these days.
Really?
Yes. So like the fact that like I was like waiting to tell her about like everything going on, especially like with my class happening, with like building a community. I was so excited, and more than anything, because I finally came to a place in my life where I'm good, especially mentally, because I think that's like the toughest thing that people don't realize how much I actually struggled behind, behind the camera, behind my TikTok. And that's, again, something you have to go through alone. But being here in this space and being able to mentally be here, it means so much more. And just being able to like show her like, I'm good. Like I'm in a really good spot. Look at what I'm creating. Look at, I'm building something. And that's what she kind of built when in our little hometown, because whenever she passed away, everyone came together. Everyone in the community was either bringing bread for the rosaries or pitching in one thing or the other, whether it was chairs for her mass service, someone was able to stream it on Facebook.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know. But like, that was the only way I could actually be there in some way. So like, and my mom was like, oh, well, how much do I owe you for doing that? Because that's, I guess, what he does for a living. And he's like, nothing. He's like, I'm giving this for her. I'm giving this to you as a gift for your mother, because she was,
that's how
she impacted a lot of people.
That's
did.
how
She
you know.
really, really did. And regardless of, she was never rich, but she was rich with people, with community, with love, and that's what really matters. And I think at the end of the day, that's what she took. And her positive attitude, her resilience, like especially like seeing it in my mom, like, dude, she's such a hustler. I love it. And it's like everyone in my family is such a hustler, and seeing how she impacted that, like she created that, she left that behind. And it's crazy. I know, like, I got so
no, but I know she's so proud of you.
Yeah,
she's looking at you like she's still seeing everything you're doing. Now she gets to see it all the time, what you're doing.
And like, dang, close your eyes, girl.
I think that sometimes I'm like, can I see when I do things I'm not supposed to? But well, thank you for sharing that, Andrea. And I want to get into all that too, like the community and you hosting a class. All right, we'll get into that. Yeah. Oh my gosh, there's so much to get into. But Jelly, tell me something good. Did we just share a mutual something good today?
Yes, like always. I feel like no, but really we're just so excited to have Andi here today.
Yeah, that's our something good, is to have her here, share more about her, because I've known you for years, like years, and that was like little, since I was in 3rd grade. I've known, like, not been like close, but I've known of you, and it's such a blessing to have you here, and to have you here in this moment. I think it was meant to be, like, at this time of your life, because you're hosting a class on Tuesday.
Yes.
And I want you to get into that. And I think we've had to postpone this like a couple times.
Yeah.
But there's no better time than right now, honestly. I don't think, because you get to share this and you get to tell everybody that you're hosting this workout class. But let's get into I feel like there's so much to you that I don't even know. Like, you're more than just fitness. You're more than just a friend. You're like a mom. You're like, there's so much. So I don't even know where to start. You start. Where do you want to start? I don't know. You're disciplined. Where should we start with her? She a baddie. Where else? What else? So you were a young mom.
I am.
You are. Oh, yeah, you are.
I am a young mom, and honestly, that was really tough in a sense. Like, I truly didn't feel like I was prepared, but I think it happened the way it needed to happen, because there's a lot of things that happen in my life that I feel like that if I didn't have my child, I wouldn't be on the right track, if that makes sense. Because a lot of the things that happened in my life, thanks to her, I'm like, dang, I gotta reel it in,
Yes.
Like, I gotta, it's like I'm not by myself anymore. And when you're by yourself and you got no one to take care of but yourself, that doesn't matter. Like, who cares, But because I had someone to think of besides myself, I had to really pretty much grow up way faster than anyone should have to. But I think that's definitely something I needed in my life. And I wouldn't have it any other way, because I love her. And we've definitely grown with one another. And even my mom style, I feel like my parenting style has honestly improved a lot, like has slowly been upgrading, because I know there's a lot of things I can improve on, and it's only going to take time. And I'm not saying I'm like the best mom, but I'm not bad. You know, she loved me. She tell me she loved me every now and then. So I think that's pretty good. So, I feel like she's super funny. I love seeing her personality develop, and how, you know, she's just become this spicy little girl now.
How old is she?
She's 11 now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
It's gonna get interesting.
oh no, it's already interesting. Definitely. Definitely. But yeah, I wouldn't have it any other way. I think what helps a lot is my boyfriend, because he's definitely way calm, and like he definitely sometimes kind of gives me a little bit of tips every now and then, even though he's not a dad, but he's just like, hey, maybe you should do it like this, or maybe you shouldn't have said it like that. And it doesn't really bother me at all, because I'd rather someone tell me than someone not.
Yeah.
And at some point, I feel like I got way too attached to like, oh, they're insulting me. I took it way too personal. But at the end of the day, it's probably because they care about you. Like, otherwise they wouldn't be saying anything, you know?
And it's coming from someone that you love and you trust, and you know he's coming from a good place.
Absolutely. And I think one of the things that I love about him is that he's always been like, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything for you. He's like, I'd rather tell you the truth and you be upset than not know it. And I'm like, valid, very valid. Because that's true. Like, maybe I will get upset at it at first, but will I probably think about it later and maybe ponder if he was right or not? Probably.
Will you tell him he's right?
Yeah, I have, honestly. I have. Whenever I'm wrong, I have apologized. I'm like, I was wrong. Like, I shouldn't have acted like that, or I shouldn't have said that to you. Like, I'm sorry for being like that. Because, yeah, like, he's apologized to me too. Like, I'm gonna apologize to him. Like, it's not about being right or wrong. It's about wanting to like stay with someone and like be willing to like, okay, maybe I was wrong, maybe I can do better. It's okay. Like,
just communication.
Yeah, communication.
Being open to like conversations, and I think that's the best thing you can do in a relationship, is be okay with like having those tough conversations. And if I am doing something wrong, like, I want you to tell me. Or if I said something wrong, because sometimes we're so stuck in our ways that we don't realize how we come off.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. And I feel like one of the things that my sisters have told me especially, like, hey, it's like, it's not about what you say. It's about how you say it. And it's true. And, like, I have, like, I try my best. It's not that easy, okay? You know, it's easy to say, but it's hard to do. Absolutely. But when you are able to like catch yourself and be like, hey, maybe I shouldn't say that rough, or maybe I should take a breath before I say that so it doesn't come off the wrong way. Like, a lot of that. Yeah. So it just takes time to develop it, because I was not always like that. So it definitely, part of it is like growth and learning that like you should never take anything personal, because it has nothing to do
It's so
with
hard.
you. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've had to apologize a lot to my son too. I'll be like, look, when I snapped, it wasn't you. It was because this happened at work, or, you know. So I think that's beautiful that we can be like that with our kids.
Yeah, and they learn something extremely valuable too.
Yeah.
Because
yeah,
and like that's so impactful in their life. How much just being able to say, hey, I'm sorry I was wrong. I'm sorry for bursting out. Like, let me fix it, you know?
Especially at that age, I think you take everything personal. Like, you think everybody hates you, or...
Yeah. You want to run away?
Yeah.
At 12? You're like, I want to leave. Everyone hates me. But it's crazy, though, because I feel like we grew up in a generation... Well, at least I know my parents never really apologized. Now they might.
No.
But when I was little, apology, never.
Yeah, it was very because I said so. Like, I'm not going to explain to you. Like, it's just because I said so. And that's
or they would yell at you, and they would never think about... I'm sure my mom felt bad, but she would never be like, hey, I'm sorry for yelling at you earlier. But it's like something that I remember not being like apologized to. You know, like whenever we would have a moment like that. So I think it's beautiful that y'all do apologize to your kids. Bridget does the same thing. I remember one time she's like, "Oh my gosh, I feel so bad. I just dropped him off at school," and he's like, I yelled at him.
Yeah.
And then she saw him like after school. She apologized, and she's like, "I'm so sorry, like for yelling." And you know, like it does make your day how you start it. Like if your mom, my mom would be yelling at me, like "Chingao, ya súbanse al carro," like, ah! And then it does like, and if she like gets mad at you, remember when you would forget your book bag?
Oh my gosh.
We're in the bus cuando se te pasaba el bus. Oh, I didn't even want my mom to call her. I'm like, "Ma, se me pasó el bus." Chinga.
See, my child is lucky I take her to school. That is why, because sometimes she does forget her book bag, and sometimes homegirl needs to get her priorities straight. So I mean, but I do try my best not to yell at her in the mornings because I don't want her to start off her day like with someone yelling at her. So I'm not saying I don't yell at her sometimes because I have, but I do my best to not, you know, even if like maybe she did something that I'm like, "Girl, you know better," you know? So I try to just be like, "Let's do better next time, okay?" And she's like, "Okay, Mom," you know? So it's just rolling with the punches. So.
And she's so talented. She is like, she's a singer.
Oh, really?
She can sing.
She is an artist.
I love that.
Yes.
No, but she has like this power behind her voice. She sang at like a Mexican
festival. Yeah, she's seen at like several now. Yeah, that's kind of her thing, which she needs. If she were to really want to get into it, I wish she'll eventually will. I don't want to push her too hard because I don't want her to get like, "Oh, like why are you forcing me to do this?" You know, I want her to do it because she actually enjoys it. Like she loves it. And I can tell she does because she's always singing away. She catches onto songs super quickly. But if she really were get that vocals where they need to be, oh girl, she'd be singing beautiful. And she already does.
But I love she has that confidence.
Yes.
Because I loved singing as a kid too, but I never had the confidence to do it in public.
And, you know, I can tell she gets a little nervous, but I think it's just a matter of her like practicing and practicing and practicing, which she doesn't get that concept quite yet as much as I wish she would. Because have told her, I'm like, "Homie, those artists, they practice."
That's me with my son.
They train.
Like when he's like, "I want to be in the NBA," I'm like, "You think LeBron James is gaming all day?" Like,
no, he was out there in the court.
Like, "I'm practicing on the video game." He's like, "I'm playing it on the game." Like, Mom.
It's like, that don't count. That don't count.
Oh, that's awesome though. I think y'all both really are really great moms, and I love to hear it from y'all because I think like you see how our like everything's changing. Like we're, you know, even like therapy's a conversation now, things that were not a conversation back then. So I think it's beautiful to see changes in the way that we grew up and the way that y'all are changing.
Yeah, because I swear I never thought, like I thought my parents did nothing bad. Like they didn't ever share that side of them. But I'm like, with me, I'm like, I'm not perfect, you know, with them.
Yes. So you have a workout class on Tuesday, and you're doing it with Lisa, which I love Lisa. I met her at Taco Loco, and she's just fun. So this is it. They're like a fun team. Like it's like two of the funnest people like together. So tell us a little bit about that, or about your workout journey.
When did you start
working out?
When did I start working out? I think the first time I kind of like wanted to really work out was before I had my child, which was like maybe around like high school time. But a homegirl had no idea how to do it, because I really thought that not eating enough and doing a bunch of cardio was going to get me to where I wanted to be, you know, I guess gain the booty, you know, get that slim waist that everyone wants, right? But I was very mistaken, and I really like kind of like shrunk myself down to a size 0, which there's nothing wrong with being a size 0. That's all right, you know. But I looked unhealthy. Like, it didn't look healthy on me at all. I looked bony to an extent. So I had to pretty much gain all that back. And before that happened, I had my child. And so I was already dealing with like not being content with my body. Now throw having a child and being pregnant in the mix. That's not a good mixture. Like, you don't know what to do with yourself, you know? Thankfully, I was in high school and I was doing my senior project, and I was doing yoga on it. And yoga helped a lot. And you can do yoga when you're pregnant, and it's really beneficial for your body. It gets you really prepped for labor. It's amazing. Yeah. And which that helped a lot. But after I had my child, I started slowly kind of doing Blogilates at home, which, I didn't have a gym membership. I was still 19, trying to gain some money because I had a child I had to look after. I wasn't thinking about paying a gym membership. Like, that was the last thing on my mind, right? And I didn't even know where to start, which gym to go to. And at that time, I didn't even think Planet Fitness was a thing in Asheboro. And, that's probably the cheapest membership you could probably get in town. And so I started at home. I started doing Blogilates was my thing. I absolutely loved her. She was always doing body workouts, at home on a mat, and I would throw on some music and just have at it. And sometimes I would even do it with my sisters, or we would do Just Dance. And that's how I slowly kind of started getting into this world of like exercising and all that. And then social media became a thing. And so you started seeing, a bunch of people posting and the booty gains and the booty workouts, right? So the first program I had ever purchased was a booty program. And I probably still have it on my phone. And her name, what was her name? Her name was, I think, like Brittany, something like that. And I was like, oh, I can get that booty. I want that booty, And so eventually I did start eating. I started eating. Okay, thank the Lord. I actually started fueling my body, because you don't realize how important food actually is. And it's actually the fuel to everything. Oh God, I still have it. I still have it. And it's a 12 weeks glute program. And her name is Brianna. And she was caked up, bro. And I was like, oh yeah, I want her cake. So I bought her program, and that's when Planet Fitness was already at Asheboro. I don't know how, that was probably like, oh man, I was probably already hitting 20 by that point. And no, actually 22, because that was the same year I actually started clubbing for the first time. Was when I was 22. So that's how I can time frame that well. So I started in that time frame, and I started going to Planet Fitness doing this workout, right? But that was all I would do whenever I would go to the gym. Booty workout. And it worked. It worked. She got a little bit, She had a little something more than, from going from a size 0 to, getting into a size 2, so we gained some weight. We was getting on up there, right? But it was still missing that discipline, that consistency that you can't just do lower body, So you have to incorporate upper body if you really want to see some kind of growth, some kind of movement, because you can actually help yourself more doing lower body. And that's why I started doing upper body. That's the only reason why I started doing upper body, was so I could help myself do my lower body. That's literally the only reason why, which is honestly probably very what would you call it, what is that word, very vain of me to do it that way.
You look so tall.
No, that is like,
girl, it took a while and to be here, because I started with them 5 pounds struggling, 10 pounders struggling.
That's where I'm at. I'm at 10. So I got to like 25, and now I'm at 10 again, just because I was consistent for a year and just stopped.
Yeah.
So how do you keep? Because you've been at it for a year.
A solid.
No longer.
I feel like more like really, really into my groove. Probably like a year. You probably probably year. I'm 2 years, because in that time frame I've also mentally progressed, in the sense where like there was a part of me that needed to fill a void with like too much alcohol, you know? So like that wasn't helping. I was going to the gym. Oh girl, I was still going to the gym. What probably didn't help was the fact that I was working, getting off of work at probably 10:30 at night, going to the gym, sleeping at probably like 1 a.m, getting up like almost at 6 a.m to get.
That's dedication though.
Yeah, yes. And on top of still drinking liquor, that's crazy. You know, I was on some next level thing. That's some crackhead energy. But because when I let that go, everything really sped the hell up, honestly, because my beer belly was coming in. I had a serious beer belly, like that gut that was lingering. It wasn't just from having a kid. It was more like too much alcohol, too much sugar in there. Okay. So, and even my boyfriend, honestly, he was like, hey, I don't want to hurt your feelings, but you're getting a little beer belly. Oh,
that would make me lock in.
I'm like,
that's what I need somebody to tell me.
Oh, really? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, okay. I'm like, yeah, maybe, you know, I need to, you know, do something. And yeah, like if I really can't let that go, that is truly a problem. That like, you know, like that I need some help, you know? And that's fine. If you do, go seek it, homie. Power to you. That's like good, you know? I want you to. But because I let it go, very casual drinking. Like, am I drinking now? Yeah. But because I rarely drink, I haven't been that kind of person in a very, very long time. And I like that. I love this person I've become because it has got me here. It has got me to where like I get up and do I want to do it? No. Am I motivated? No. I'm going to be real honest. Sometimes I truly do not want to go. But because I think, okay, if I don't go right now, I'm going to force myself to make it later. And I don't like that feeling. I don't like the feeling of feeling rushed, that now I have to make time for it. Now everything I want to do during my day has been pushed back. So it's not really worth that. So I get up. I really do. And during the summer, I hope I don't struggle too much because my schedule switches because I don't have to get up to take my child to school. So like it kind of shifts, like it gives me too much freedom. It's bad. It's horrible. So I'm going to do my absolute best to just keep my grind on in the summer because I want to. Like I want to keep that grind going. I want to be able to get in the gym, do my routine, go home, have a bunch of time to do whatever I want, whether it's attending to my home, attending to my child, cooking, like wanting to meal prep, anything like that. Like I already know, okay, working out is out of the way. I'm good. You know?
That out.
Yeah. And like it honestly really helps like a lot of the time, like kind of get me hyped for the day, get me going because I'm listening to music. I'm, you know, getting ready for the day.
She be dancing over there. I'm like, I feel like you're just like an energetic person. Yeah. You're just, I feel like that's you're just energy.
A crackhead energy. That's what my sister said. You're like, you're a crackhead, Andrea. It's like, that's fine, girl. If that's me being happy about life gives you crackhead vibes, that's fine. You know? And it's been really good. Like
what time do you go?
What time do I usually go? I wake up like around 5 a.m. and I try to get there by 6 so that I can get a good solid hour or so in. And then I try to finish like around, on top of filming too, because I film. And so that does kind of add to my time a little bit. Trying to get the right angle. It's horrible. But it takes probably like hour and a half. I try to get out there by 7:30ish. Go pick up my child. By that time, she's already awake because, you know, she's already grown. So she can get herself dressed. I love that. So she's dressed. And so I'll, you know, call her tablet sometimes and be like, hey, are you ready? I'm pulling up. Like, you know, stand outside the door so we can go ahead, go to school and, you know, start my day. And I got other things to do once I drop her off, you know, or whether it's to go running, because I like to go running too. So I have to make time for that too. So it takes a lot. But which I am supposed to be running a half marathon with my dad, but it's been too hectic. I have to check back on him with that because too much is going on. And
when is this half marathon?
we're shooting for May 31st. We're shooting for May 31st. But I have to
How many miles is
with
that?
him. A half marathon is 13 point something.
You can do it though. No, I went running with Andy once. I'm telling you, my whole body hurt. I was like, what is I could not move.
I feel like you're ready though.
Yes,
you've been
you're
training
ready.
for
You've been
it the past like year without knowing you've been training for it.
Really, truly I have. And my dad, he wild, okay? Because he trying to think like, no, I can't do it. Like, bro, I try to keep up with you most of the time. Like, come on. Like, I know you can do this. Because I've been wanting to do it. Like, because I found one, like, I think it was on Topsail Beach in, like, North Carolina.
Like on the beach?
I think like near it. I'm not sure because I mean this is my first time doing a lot of these stuff. So and I've honestly spent like most of my year racing with my dad. Now that I think about it, so I think the roughest one we've done so far was the Viking Dash, and that was a trail run, and that was a 10K, which was like 5 point something miles. Dude, it was rough. It was so rough. The only thing, I only wanted the medal because it was really cool. The medal was, it was awesome. Like, I was like, dude, yeah, Dad, I want this medal. This medal looks baller. And he's like, okay, let's go. And I signed us up like that night. And he's like, okay, let's go. Let's do it. And so
I love that.
Yeah.
That you get to do it with your dad too.
Yeah.
Like, that sounds so fun.
It is. It is very fun. I think that's another thing that, like, on one of my runs, I honestly kind of teared up a little bit running with him because I was like, dang, this is what I'm gonna be left with whenever he leaves. And I know that sounds like really hard to like think about, which is, you know, it's true. And I think a lot of it has to do with me getting older and really seeing the value of my family and the people that really matter to me. I'm like, dang, like really, this is what I'm gonna be left with. This is what, like, because I do post them on TikTok. It's like people get to see me sharing these moments with my dad that I will never get back, that will always be in my memory, in my heart. And I value it so much. And like the fact that I'm like, hey Dad, you want to go running? Like sometimes I'll be like, and I'll wait it out. I'm like, but I can do this, this, and this. Let me call my dad. If he's gonna go running later, I'll catch up with him later. You know, and I'll be like, hey, Dad, are you running later? And he's like, yeah, I'm running later. Or he'll be like, no, I'm not running. So then I'll be like, okay, then I'll go ahead and run because he's not going to be running. So, you know, either way, I'm not missing out in a sense. But I tried my best to try to like, hey, are you going to go running? Let's go running. You
And
know?
I bet that makes your dad feel so happy. Like, that's like the goal. Like, my daughter calling me like in the future and then being like, you want to go running with me? Like, you think I'm that cool? Like, yes, let's go. Like, you really want to spend time with me?
Yeah.
But I think the older that we get, the more we appreciate, we start thinking like, okay, we never know when the last moments are. And it's like sad because unless I get in my head, I'll be like literally like crying.
We had a moment at your birthday. We were just like, oh.
Yeah.
Like, we were just like, it was so beautiful. Like, we saw you so happy, surrounded by everyone. Like, we were just like, I don't know. We were like, oh, this is just so beautiful.
Yeah,
like,
it really was. It was so cute because like you were just like there with your sisters, just like
Hugging,
you know,
was it?
Yeah,
We were like, but and you do think about those moments. And I remember even recently, me and my sisters were drinking, and I was like, y'all, like, how lucky are we that God chose us to be sisters? Like, how lucky are we? Like, I wouldn't want to have, like, they literally know every single thing about me, and I'm okay with telling them any. And that's like, you don't get that with just anybody. And it's like, God really chose us. Like, how lucky and blessed are we that? And you start, like, when we were younger, we didn't think about that. I'd be like, oh, why are you gonna be my sister? Like, why
Are you wearing my shirt?
like, why? You know, you think you hate them or whatever. But the older you get, you do appreciate like every little moment that you have with them, because you hear about all these, especially with social media, Facebook, all these tragedies that go on, and it's like anything can happen at any moment, and that's in my head literally all the time.
Oh yeah,
too much.
Too much. Okay, tell me why. I don't know if it's a thing of like maybe I watch Final Destination, or I don't know. It might be just that, and it also might be on top of the fact of being a mom. But there's been times where like I'll be driving and I have these crazy scenarios where someone is just like ramming into my car.
Oh, that
and like me. Right, like
when I drive through like across like a light, and I'm like, oh my God, somebody's just gonna hit me. Like, I get so scared.
Yeah, or like just driving and I'm like, dude, it's crazy. Like, oh my God, I can't even imagine the feeling of losing my child. And I'll almost like tear up at the thought of it. I'm like, girl, it's not even happening. Like, relax.
Like my son's starting driver's ed, I think in September, and I'm already like freaking out.
You know, like I feel like those things are scary though.
Yeah.
But even that happens to me too, where I'm driving in the highway and there's like two like semi trucks.
Yeah.
I'm like, I get away from them. I don't care if I get a ticket right now. I want to get away from these trucks. Like, it is crazy how the older we get, we start like thinking about these things and we appreciate every little moment more. I just feel like so proud of you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And we've seen your growth. Why am I crying? I've been emotional, y'all. But we've seen your growth. Like, I've been able like to see like, obviously like I've seen a little bit more, and I'm like, dude, she literally like puts in the work. And you know, people can see you and be like, she has a beautiful body, but I know she puts in that work. You know, like she shows us that she puts in that work, and that's what your body says. It says, I'm disciplined. It says, I wake up at 5 a.m, right?
Yeah.
Like, and they do say like, your body is a clear representation of who you are. Oh shit.
Stop.
But it really is. Like, it says who you, like if you see somebody who's really fit, you're like, they must be really disciplined.
Yeah.
Or, you know, so it says a lot about you, and not even the fact that you look amazing, but the fact that you're disciplined and you wake up and you motivate others to do the same, and you're going to motivate others with your class on Tuesday, and you're going to like, you're just motivating people all around. You really are.
Dude, it's crazy. I can't even like believe this is actually happening, and the turnout that is God is so insane to me. It like, I didn't think I would get this much of a turnout, or we would get this much of a turnout for this class, especially because I'm like, oh, it's just little me, you know what I was saying?
And
like,
guess what? It's because it's you.
Yeah.
It's not just, it's only
You put in the work.
Yeah.
Like, you really.
And people are like,
it.
I want to go to this class because it's her. It's not, it's you and Lisa. It's not because it's a workout class. It's not because it's because it's you. You know, and it's something you have to remember, like, damn, I'm that girl. And we want to go. And you know what? It takes a lot to not be embarrassed to show up to a workout class. But I think people would feel comfortable going to yours because you're so open, right? I feel like if I had never worked out, I would still feel comfortable. I'd be like, you know what? I feel comfortable to go because she's made me feel comfortable from her posts and sharing her journey. And I think that is what people want, is to feel comfortable in a judge-free zone, you know? Planet Fitness, y'all got competition. But even Carla told me the other day, she's like, let's go. And I'm like, yeah, let's go. So I think we're going to go on Tuesday. And can you tell us a little bit? It's an hour long, or how long is it?
We're shooting more for like 30 minutes.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, something like kind of like quick and easy, because the mindset I really put behind it, or wanted to really establish, is like, it's something that you're going to be able to have 30 minutes of, hey, I moved my body, I did a little something, you know, and I feel better about myself, and being able to just build a community and being around people that you're going to be like, okay, I'm not doing it alone, you know? And that's how you should feel, like, hey, I'm not doing it alone. Like, other people are doing it. I'm, you know, in a safe place. And that's how I want people to feel. Like, it's a safe place, like, for you to ask questions, like, ask for advice, you know, get tips. I want people to grow from it. I want people to take something really valuable from it, learn to love themselves more than anything. Because yes, will you look good? Absolutely, if you put in the work, 100%. But at the end of the day, it's about health. It's about the benefits that it brings to your body. The fact that whenever you get old, you're not going to be some little wheelchair ridden person or with aches or pains or, you know, needing that much of assistance because, hey, I moved my body. I got it going. Like I did that early and I'm not worried about it now. This man at the gym, I can't remember his name. I asked him one day because I would see him running all the time. And he runs, I think, 24 miles a week. I might be, he said something along those lines, but he runs a lot. And he's like in his 60s. Dang. I'm like, what? I'm like, yeah, that's going to be me when I get older. And I be seeing him at the gym. Whenever I go, he's going hard at the gym. He's out there, you know, grinding, still doing his thing, and he's in his 60s. I'm like, yep. Yeah, I know where I'm at. I picked the right place, you know, because I want to be that. Like, I want to be the old lady deadlifting at the gym. Like, that is going to be me. Like,
I can see that.
You know, and even before I decided not to have kids, I was like, if one day I do, I'm going to be the pregnant girl at the gym. I'm going to be deadlifting at the gym. I'm going to be putting like squatting at the gym with 8-month belly. Hell yeah, that's going to be me. Because I'm not going to let go of something that's so good for you. We're like, hey, benefits, here we come, you know, good body, but health comes with it too. That's the best part. And being able to fuel your body and eating, girl, I love to eat.
No, I was gonna say for me, it's more mental. Like my mental health is just so much better when I'm working out, more than physical. Like, yeah, I look good, I feel good, but mentally, it really is like I don't know how to explain. I don't know what's the science behind it. Yeah, but it literally helps.
There's just something about it. And me, I hadn't gone to the gym in a while. I think the last time I had gone to the gym after my grandmother died was Tuesday of last week was the last day I had gone to the gym, because all those other days I was pulling up to my mom's house. As soon as I was dropping off Sylvia, I was pulling up to my mom's house to be with her, just to, you know, so she wasn't alone. And I wasn't able to go, but damn, where the fuck was I going with that? Shit.
Making you feel better mentally.
Yes. And the first day I went back, I literally sat in my car, cried because I lost my grandmother, but I was like, you know what? Let me go inside the gym. Let me just take a breather, get my mind off of this. And it helped a little bit. I kind of low-key cried while I was working out, but you know, that's those times where I wish I had my own gym so I could cry during, like, you know, just bawling, you know, and I'd be alone. But
they do say it when you work out, it releases something. Yeah, I've seen TikToks of people saying that when they work out, they cry.
I've seen it too.
Yeah. So, and it did
crying help. Is good.
Yeah,
like, it's good to release.
Yes, it really does. So, you know, I cried it out in my car. You know, went, did my thing, and it made me feel better, because I know at the end of the day she would want to see me keep on going, like not be in the dumps, not just keep on thriving, because that's the kind of woman she was. She was always thriving, regardless of what she was going through. She was going to thrive. That's what she was going to do. Wherever I'm at, I'm going to get through. With who? With the grace of God. That's how she would always put it.
Oh, sounds like such an amazing woman.
She was. Oh, I love that woman. I do. I just, one of the things I thought about so much when I knew she was going to be, there was a possibility of her coming, was the thought of holding her. I was like, oh my God, I can't wait to hold her. I can't wait. Like, I've been seeing her over a video for way too long. I'm ready to hold her. I'm ready to hold my grandma. I know she's this tiny little woman. Oh, I can't wait. Like, and I had finally seen her. I think the first time I saw her after I had got here to the United States was in 2019, around that time. And I got to see her for the first time in 18 years. And I was so happy to see her. And I think that's the only like memory I have of like holding her. That's what like I remember. I'm like, oh, I can almost like feel it, you know, almost, you know. And I wanted that again, you know, but it was not meant to be. So it's okay. But definitely that's one of the things that like I thought about. I'm like, oh, I would have loved to hold her,
Smell her.
Yes, because I would always see her and I'd be like, abuelita, ay, qué hermosa, abuelita. And she'd be like, hi, mija. And she's like, she was so funny. My sister has a video of them like laughing together. Oh, she was such a jokester.
She looks just like your mom looks just like her.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even know like which grandma she was. Like I was like maybe her dad's mom. Or,
Yeah.
But I was like, and that has to be her mom's mom, right?
Yeah, it was my mom's mom who passed away. Yeah. Unfortunately, I haven't got to meet my dad's mom, and I didn't get to meet my dad's dad because he passed away. I think it's been 7 years now, maybe more, honestly, that he's passed away. So yeah, I unfortunately didn't get to meet them, but I really wish I could have, because I feel like there's a part where like I didn't get that, you know, like I missed out on that aspect. So, and I can't really hold it against my parents, you know, like it'd be rude of me in a sense, because they pretty much uprooted their own lives and literally left their parents behind without ever knowing if they were going to see them again.
That's the craziest thing, right?
It's insane. I know. And I'm like, dude, I could not fathom the fact of like leaving my parents behind and never knowing if I'll ever get to see them in person again, hold them again. It's like, because just through a phone call, like,
it's
not the same.
And the crazy thing is that people don't realize that our parents did that in hopes of a better life.
Yes.
Like not to do anything other than to have. And that's the part that pisses me off sometimes is that sometimes people don't remember that.
Yeah.
That's like, you know, there are immigrant families here, like because of just the wanting of a better life.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm like, if people really knew like the struggles they go through, like even to find jobs when they get here, to do anything. Homes is that's one of the hardest things. But then I look back at my parents, I'm like, how y'all do that? And I'm 28 and I don't know. At 28 my mom and my dad were already over here. They were working, my mom was having her
had kids.
Yes, I'm like, it's just crazy how like they were so like looking at the future, believing that is what was gonna happen, regardless of what the outside circumstances look like. Because that is so crazy, and that should motivate all of us.
I know, and I tried to help it motivate me as much as possible. It's harder said than done, absolutely. Because like imagine, you don't know the language, you don't have money, you don't know where you're gonna live, you don't know how you're gonna get around, and you need a car here. Like there's no way around it. Like the public transportation, who? Don't know her. Sidewalks, where? Barely. And if you see someone walking, you're like, why are they walking? That's weird. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it is. Like, growing up, I grew up in a car of 5 people with a family of 7. Yeah, that's just how that rolls, you know? And you know what? We made it work. And that's what you do. You just make it work. I remember them countless nights, countless mornings, waking up early to go sell jewelry at the flea market, or we would help them at one point stock pantyhose. At one point, like those little plastic little balls with like dollar pantyhose. Yeah, we used to package those as little kids, like always just packaging them. Or like we used to package these. I can't believe I still remember this. These pantyhose that like they had like this special like plastic thing where like you had to like put a piece of like cardboard and like slip the pantyhose and then like put them in a little package a certain way and then like tape them. And they would do that. Like they would be like, I remember boxes, like big boxes full of those little balls of like pantyhose, or those little packets of pantyhose that you would fix with those plastic. I'm not sure how it worked, but I remember very much helping my parents do all of that. And honestly, definitely talk about family business, you know, definitely family like effort per se. And so seeing now like the place I got to, the trailer I was so fortunate to get, like maybe 6 months or so after I was here, which is very rare to find. A lot of people, it takes a long time for them to find like a permanent home. Seeing that little rundown trailer become what it's become is astonishing to me. I'm like, dang, they really did that. They really upgraded. They really made lemonade with them lemons, let me tell you. And they made some sweet ass lemonade. Hell yeah. Like it's amazing and I love it. And like every time I go to my mom's house, I'm like, it's just like the perfect spot. I almost
it's home.
Yes, it feels so good. And it's like, I love it because it's like the perfect neighborhood. If you want to get rowdy, the neighbors won't call the cops. You can get rowdy, you can get loud. You'll hear the next neighborhood like playing their music. No one cares. It's beautiful. I love it.
Community.
Yes, I
Remember
love it.
we used to in high school. So me and your sister used to be like best friends in middle school, high school, right? I think in like 10th grade, 11th grade, we started kind of like shifting apart. Yeah. But we were best friends. And they were like my wild friends, but the good girls too. They were good, but they were wild enough.
And dude,
but good. They were good girls.
Dude, they corporate baddies. No, I love it.
Shout out to your sisters.
Yes,
all your sisters
baddies
are amazing. But the twins, so she has 2 twin sisters. The 2 twin sisters. Right, twins. Anyway, they're twins. And I've known them, we were in the same grade since I moved here in 3rd grade. I met Fernanda, I think first, in 3rd grade. And then after that, I had a class with every single one. Either or.
Either or, yeah.
And then I remember who would have bonfires? Emilio.
Oh, yeah.
So they would do bonfires. And I was like in 9th grade. We would have bonfires. And my mom would trust the twins. Like, oh, if anybody, I'd be like, I'm going to go with the twins. They're like, okay. Like, they would trust.
She had no business trusting the twins.
I'm like, ma'am, I'm going with the twins. She's like, okay, está bien, pero yo paso por ti al rato. I'm like, okay. So we go to these bonfires, get drunk as hell for no reason.
For no reason, honestly.
And like, I just remember being in your house, like, drunk. I remember I was like, you're like, we need to sober up. Your mom's on her way. I'm like, but it's so crazy how like, that was us in high school. Like but your sisters, they were like so fun, but they always were good girls. Like they never got in trouble, nothing, but they were still like,
smart. Dude, they're so
fun and smart.
Absolutely. Yeah, they were definitely the best of both worlds. Like smart and they knew how to party. I was like, you go, girl. Yes.
And it's crazy how we've all like gone and done our own thing. You know, like, but it's so like amazing to see even your sisters like killing it. I helped your sister buy a house last year.
Love that.
So it's like amazing to see how everybody's just like, we're all growing up.
Yes. Right? And I love like her being like, hey, for like Christmas, we'll go to her house and we'll like she likes setting up her little Christmas tree like in a family. And I love that. I love being like seeing her like so independent, like doing her thing. I'm like, yes, you thriving, girl. I love it for her. And she has a little cat, Kimchi. Oh, I love
the name too.
Yeah. It's such a cute little cat. And I love it for her. She's just thriving. And all my sisters, they're just thriving and doing so good. And seeing them do good, I think definitely motivates me to do good. You know, I'm like, dude, they're doing good. Like, I got to be good so I can help them. Like, I want to be good. So, hey, if they need something, girl, I got it. You need help with something? Oh, I got it. I got you. Like, easy. You know, like, oh, you know, I feel like more than anything, that's why I want to reach more financial stability so I can do that. So I can be that bitch and be like, oh, I got it for you. You know
you need this? They know you can call me.
Call me. I got it. You know? Yes. I would love that. And I think about the day where I can just book a trip and be like, hey, are y'all free this weekend? I booked a trip. You know what I'm saying? I would love that.
Don't forget us, honey. Y'all heard it
here first. I would love. Oh God, I aspire to do that one day. So
and it will happen. Everything you've said is happening. That's gonna happen.
Different. It's God. The outcome is crazy. I bumped into Joel, the owner of Four Saints and the pharmacy, and I was like, I didn't expect this outcome. Like I'm shocked. I'm surprised. And he's like, so am I. And I'm like, so it's something beautiful. I think that it's beginning, and I'm just excited to see where it goes because it's important. I really think it's super important to be able to provide something free for people that's healthy, because that's what we're missing. Like, I don't think people should be putting a price tag and being like, oh, well, I need money to be fit. I need money to be healthy. No, you don't. No, you don't. You can do it for free. It's YouTube. There are so many things on YouTube you could do.
There's no excuses,
There's
really.
no
There
excuses.
really is
Like,
no
especially
excuses.
now with internet, like, what excuse do you have? There's so many things you could see. Like, hey, if you don't like something, find something else. Like, you have to learn the, trial and error. And that definitely was something I had to do, because you can never really get something consistent if you're just going off of Instagram workouts or just because I did that at one point, and it was not gonna happen. Like, it was very inconsistent. I was always just scrolling, trying to figure out what I was trying to do. Like, that's valuable time I'm losing right there. I could be working out, like, and it's really good to have something where, like, oh, I know what I'm doing. All I have to do is go in, get it done, boom. No excuses. Easy peasy. So that's one of the things that after buying that booty program, eventually over time, someone introduced me to another program that really, I was like, okay, this is where I belong. I like this. This is the sweet spot. And I've literally been on the same program, almost like tweaking it to my own things, because some of the workouts that were put in there, I switched them to different things. I'm like, okay, well, now I've been doing it for a while, and now I know what to do. Now I can do this. Now I can add this. Let me switch this. And, but it's kind of like piggybacked off of that structure I built thanks to that.
And it's crazy how over time you do build the confidence. I remember the first time I went to the gym, I was like, oh my God, like, I'm so embarrassed. And then afterwards, you just put the weights on there, like, you do your
Put
thing.
your headphones in.
Yeah. And definitely one of the things that I had to really tell myself whenever I was filming was like, girl, mind your business. It's all right. Mind your business. If they looking, it's all right. Like, it's nothing to do with you. Like, you're going to just take this quick little 1 minute clip and you're going to take it down. Boom. You're done. It's fine. Like, at the end of the day, like, you might look crazy, but they don't see the bigger picture like you do. And that's okay. Like, but get out of your comfort zone. It's worth it. It's so worth it. And that's one of the things I definitely seen a lot and read a lot in the books I've opened up and read about, was like, get out of your comfort zone. Get out of your comfort zone. Nothing good happens in your comfort. Yeah.
That's so true.
Yeah.
Is there any advice you want to give to someone who wants to get in the gym or is feeling stuck, or anything? Or you know what? Okay, that or anything you would tell younger Andrea.
Younger Andrea? Oh, God.
What would you tell little 10-year-old Andrea?
I would honestly tell her to love herself. To love herself and to not be afraid of doing things that might be hard, because it's not going to be easy, and it is kind of like, oh, I don't want to go, and like sometimes I don't want to go, but I force myself to go. I just, you know what, let's do it. Like, that's all you really have to, like, make yourself do. Like, do it. Like, just do it. It's like, why? Don't think about it, be about it. Like, the longer I think about it, I'm not going to do nothing about it. So thinking about it ain't going to get you there. So when no one's going to do it for you, like, that's literally, like, no one will do it for you. Is it going to be easy? No, it's not. Is it going to be really, you're going to get sore and you're not going to want to go the next day? Absolutely. Because I literally felt that same way, because I got back to the gym and I was like, shit, I'm hurting.
And it really is like, choose your hard.
Yeah.
You're either
choose your heart.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Because there was a point where I was like, the fad diets, you know what I'm saying? Let me put on this lotion right before the beach because I'm trying to slim down. It's a fat burning, I'm slim down overnight. No, it's not going to happen. It's like, it's better for you to do something where it's like, okay, 3 times a week, 4 times a week max, and you get like there's 7 days in the week. Like you get 3 extra days. You can rest. Like
literally an hour.
Yeah.
3 days.
Yeah, exactly.
Out of how many hours in a week?
Exactly.
24.
Out of how many hours in the day? Like that's nothing. That's absolutely nothing in your day.
Let's do the math, y'all.
So, you know, and it's really part of that. Like you have to realize like that's nothing in my day. It's like, and if I do this,
y'all don't want to know. You're telling me we do, let's say 4 hours a day, right? I mean, not 4 hours a day. You're only using up 4 hours out of your 168 hours.
Yeah, that's nothing. That's nothing. Yeah, it really is. And you don't have to, like, the point isn't for you to go hard right off the gate. No, you're going to hurt yourself. And that's not what you want, because then you're going to set yourself back. You want to be able to start off slow, get something into where like you're starting to get confident, buy a program, maybe every now and then get a few lessons from a trainer. You know, maybe you can't do it every week and maybe you can do it like once a month, but at least you're getting some sense of structure to where you know how to do it better, in a sense where like, okay, I feel confident in this. I feel confident in doing it. And sometimes will you look a little crazy and dumb doing things, or you don't know how to fix a machine? Absolutely. I've been there
I feel
before.
like I've done things. Like,
yeah. And I'm just like, ooh, did someone see that? You know, it's okay. It's okay, because sometimes you have to do this journey alone. Alone. Like, yes, I might be like, hey, you want to go to the gym? But your journey is different than mine. We're going through 2 different things. We have 2 different obstacles we probably have to overcome. And it might be a little harder for you to get there than me. So, and that's okay, but that's what makes it worthwhile, you know? And it helps to have someone, because then you feel like you're not doing it alone, but you have to remember that sometimes you will have to do it alone, because that's what I was doing. I was going to the gym alone a lot. So there was no one telling me, hey, are you going to the gym? Or calling me and waking me up like, hey, are you going to the gym? Like, no, I was the wake up call. I was waking me up. I was getting myself in the gym. So, and especially in the winter, I hated that. I hated
That's when I quit.
Around
Around like Thanksgiving and Christmas is the hardest for me.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
When it's so cold outside, I remember, like whenever I was working out with you, the only reason I would go in the morning is because of you. Because you would be like, all right, 6 a.m. I'm like, and then I can't sleep. Like I had to I would fall asleep like at 2 a.m. I'd be like, oh gosh, I have to wake up in 4 hours. But that's something that I need to work on, is my sleep schedule too. Because I think that is important.
yeah, having this.
But
it does. It plays a factor.
it may be me having to wake up early, not sleeping at all throughout after that. And then I get sleepy early. Like, so it's going to take me retraining my sleep schedule.
I have some like rapid questions that I looked at.
I do want to do a podcast with you where we do Reddit stories. Not today. I feel like you'd be so good at the
we
Reddit
have you back
story.
on.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes we're like, we don't know what to do. You can be like a reoccurring.
Okay, bet. Okay.
Yes, for real.
I'm ready. Let me know. I'll clear my schedule.
Okay, just rapid questions. Morning person or night owl?
Depends. But mainly morning person. I'm definitely a morning person. Like I definitely like give crackhead energy at 5. you're too
What time
high
do you wake
to
up
be
like
this
naturally?
early. Not honestly.
Like I couldn't sleep past 7 in the a.m.
Yeah, I probably couldn't sleep past 7 a.m. either, honestly, because even the days I've been like, you know what, I'm gonna sleep a little longer. Like my body will automatically like wake me up. It's like I'll roll over and I'm like, dang, 6:30. Shit, okay. So
Depends, but mostly
depends. Mostly morning person. Yeah, maybe on the weekends, night owl.
Beach or mountains?
Oh, girl,
That one's hard.
You wildin' for me. Dang. See, it's because I found love for snowboarding. So I vibe with the mountains. I do. I vibe with the mountains. Mountains are fun. But you can't be 10 on the beach.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like, honestly, if there's both, I'm gonna pick both.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Both.
I don't think I could pick.
Yeah.
I love both. Like I love the both views are beautiful.
Yes.
And then the hiking, but also the tanning with the music. Like it's just they both.
It's a vibe, yeah, with your little cold drink in your hand.
Yeah.
Oh, girl, yes.
Coffee or tea?
Ooh, probably tea, because I try to stay away from caffeine after I have pre-workout. Like if I, if I drink my pre-workout, I stay away from coffee after like the whole day. Do my best. Have I every now and then like had some caffeine after that? Yeah, but I'd rather not, because that's a lot of caffeine to consume in one day. So I'm not trying to have a heart attack.
One thing you can't live without.
I don't like materialistically.
Yeah, I would say because we know family and everything. But.
Well, yeah, shoot, I don't know. I really don't know, because I try not to hold value to materialistic things, because like it's not something I can't take with me when I die.
Are you like not chronically online and stuff?
I try not to be. I do. Will I doom scroll? Absolutely. But I'm trying to catch myself, and I'm like, you're not doing something productive. Get off.
We were talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
Like the drama, like start looking it up, and then it's like, why do I care?
Why do we care?
Why do I care? And especially right now with whatever is going on with life right now, some of the things kind of make me a little mad. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna get off. You know. And I have that luxury. That's a luxury I have, which is something other people don't have, that they're not able to just kind of sign off, you know? So, but because there's nothing I can do to help them as much as I wish I could. So it's better for me just not to see it, you know? Yeah. So, yeah. But so definitely like the past few times I'm like, I'm not doing something productive. Let me get off. Or if I'm going to be on it, let me do something productive or start editing, because I have a lot of backed up content I really need to get out, and I probably need to work on that. So yeah, but that's why I try to I'm like, no, I can't do that to myself. And it's better, especially because of the whole engagement and social media thing. You're supposed to create over consuming. So
that's where we need to work on, is like creating. I think that's our hardest thing. We can consume easily. That's the easiest thing.
Yes, because creating is time consuming. It's so time consuming. It's like today, like I've tried to find little snippets to where like, okay, let me edit. And I haven't got Wi-Fi at my house yet, and the service is horrible. It's horrible. I'm like, oh man, I go to SOS every now and then. It's really bad. And I'm like, dang, I'm really trying to get this content out, and I have to sit outside. I've been sitting outside in my car the past couple of times. I'm like, I really need to get this content out. Let me sit outside, let me edit, let me post, and then just go back inside my house. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to do it.
But you get that content out, girl.
I gotta get it out somehow. Yeah. Or like the past couple of times, like if I'm at the salon, the other day I was at the salon and my mom was working. Finally, she's gotten back to work, and I was like, I'll go and I'll eat with you. But she was working, and I was like, girl, I'm hungry. So let me just go ahead and eat. And I waited, and I sat there. I was like, ooh, let me wait until she's done. That way if she gets done, she won't be alone when she eats, and I can edit while I'm here. And I'm like, yeah,
so you
know, and I got editing done that way. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. So yeah, definitely. It is hard. It's very hard. And I'm trying
honestly, that's something that I've realized is that like, you don't realize content creating is a lot compared to what people think. Like people would say, oh, it's so easy, like you just get this money. And it's like, no, you got to put in the work before that, like in order to get the money and everything. Like I don't see how people do it.
And
I want to, but it's just like, I really applaud. It's not as easy as it looks, at least.
It's really not. And like my boyfriend has seen me like doing my content a lot, and he's like, dang, it really takes a lot for you to do like one video, like because I be doing the weirdest things just because, like, to get a little shot, just to get a little 5-second clip, you know, like opening the door or like transitions, like doing my shoes, like and I'm like, it'll make sense whenever I go to the gym, edit it, like it all makes sense once you put it all together. But
it looks like natural.
But once,
it's like really you have
it's
to.
awkward when you're creating it. It is. And people look at you and I'm pretty sure they're like what is she like, you know, like but it's part of the process, and it is definitely comes along with who cares what people think. It really is not that deep. Like if they really care that much about you, you must be really interesting for them to really give you that much attention. Like they should probably be paying you at that point, honestly.
And I think it's because we live in Asheboro. Like a lot of people aren't doing. But if you lived in LA, everybody has their phone out. Everybody's creating content. And I think even streamers. There's like streamers everywhere. So I think it's like right now, maybe a lot of people are not used to seeing it, but eventually that's going to be the new norm. So why not be one of the first people that does it? Here, at least. Because there's not, I feel like it is like shy. Like if we're on our like vlogging or something, like it does feel kind of awkward. But whenever you see somebody doing it, think about it. We're just like, oh my gosh, they're making content. Like they're probably YouTubers. I think like, oh my gosh, that's probably like a YouTuber or something, or a TikToker. But you don't. And it's true, if they're judging you, honey, they ain't got nothing else to do. Yeah,
and that's fine. Like, you know, it's like, regardless of what you do, someone's going to say something about it. So it's okay.
Period.
Like, they're not living your life. If you're happy, you live in your life, you doing your thing, that's all that matters.
Yeah, that's right.
I thought we yapped forever.
I know, but I feel like this episode has been so good. Like, you're a natural, Andrea. I really do think, like, girl, I would love to have you back for some like Reddit stories, because I think you would give some really, really good advice. So we'll definitely have to plan that. And right now, y'all, it's late. Well, it's not that late. It's almost 10 o'clock. Okay. I think we're going to, is there anything else you want to share? I feel like we need like 3 hours, honey. Right? We need like another. But we'll definitely have to do it again. But is there anything you want to share with everybody?
I'm excited. If you come to my class, I'm so excited for you to come. I hope you learn from it. I hope you grow from it. And I hope you take something very helpful for whenever you're on your own. And I want to see you grow. I want to see you become the best you can be, because you might see me, but I don't want you to compare yourself to me. I want you to be like, I'm going to be the best Andi I can be. I'm going to be the best Vanessa I can be. I'm going to be the best Jackie. I'm going to be the best Jelly I can be. And that's all that counts. That's all that matters. So I'm going to be helping you, motivate you, inspire you to keep on going. But I want you to be the best you that you can be, because there's no one else but you. You're the only you that exists. So I want you to really thrive and grow from this. So I thank you for everyone who does show up, and I hope there's many more classes from where that came from. So
we'll have her socials linked down below, TikTok, Instagram. Reach out to her, like, if you want to join the class.
Follow her, because she has like the most motivational content. Like, if you feel like
your
working
dancing videos, like I just be like, I need to get up.
She's energized. If you ever don't feel like working out or whatever, just go to her TikTok, go to her Instagram. That girl will motivate you, because she's up at 5 a.m, 6 a.m, getting her workouts, her running. And almost every day I feel like I see you doing something. And maybe if it's not every day, you're still posting every day. So if you need that motivation, follow her and go to her class. So is this something that's right now and maybe could be a weekly thing or monthly thing?
Or we're still kind of like debating what we kind of like want to make it, like the consistency we want to make it. But I don't know, it might be something very consistent, like with this really big turnout. I wouldn't mind that at all. So definitely we'll see where it goes from there. But it's exciting.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited that we get to share this on this episode.
Yeah.
Because I know we'll look back at it. Yes, perfect timing. I know we'll look back at this and be like, girl, look, when you said this, look how big it's got. But I'm just excited, and I will be there with my sister. I'll let you know how I feel that weekend. But yeah, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you, guys.
We appreciate you taking the time to be here and just sharing so much of you, of your life, of just letting us in on who Andi is. And I know there's so much more to you. And I think that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We love you, Andi. We love you guys who are watching. And we'll see you on the next episode.
Yeah, stay tuned. She'll be back.
Bye, guys.
Yes, bye. This was so good.
Dude, that was crazy.
You killed